What if looking younger was not about chasing trends, but about choosing shapes that honor your face, your texture, and your time? If your ends look wispy, if your crown falls by noon, or if shrinkage makes every cut feel shorter than you planned, stay with me. In the next minutes, you will learn 5 smart haircuts that bring instant density, lift, and softness, plus small daily moves that hold all day. No harsh rules, only ease. Here is my promise. Each style comes with a salon script you can read, a home routine you can do in under 5 minutes, and a mirror test you can try tonight. You will see where to place volume for your face, how to keep edges calm, and how to work with coils, curls, waves, or straight hair without a fight. Quick question. Which steals more youth from your look, thin ends or flat roots? You will know by section 2. A short intro before we start. I study aging hair the way a tailor studies fabric. I look at density, porosity, and pattern, then I shape for light and lift. On black hair after 50, health at the hairline and moisture balance matter as much as the cut. So, I will show you how to protect edges, respect shrinkage, and still enjoy clean lines. Ready to feel lighter without losing yourself? Let us begin with Style 1, the blunt bob or soft lob for instant density. Blunt bob or soft lob when you want instant density. Thick-looking hair is not only genetics, it is design. A clean, one-length baseline packs strands together so the edge looks full and solid. That dense edge tricks the eye into reading youth and health. Do you ever feel like your ends look wispy even after a fresh trim? A blunt bob at the jaw to collarbone zone, or a soft lob that kisses the shoulders, can flip that story in one appointment. Who is this for? Women over 50 who see thinning at the perimeter, especially if ponytails feel skinny. Fine hair gains heft from the compact line. Medium hair looks polished with little effort. Even coarse hair behaves better because the strong outline controls bulk. Worried about a short bob making the face look wide? Slide the length a touch below the chin. Then keep the sides sleek and the crown lightly lifted. What to ask in the salon? One length baseline for weight, tiny point cuts only to soften, no aggressive thinning near the hem. Subtle face framing that starts at the cheekbone for kindness around the eyes. If you want a fringe, ask for a soft side sweep rather than a square heavy line. Quick test before you leave. Pinch the last inch. Does it feel firm and not feathery? If yes, you kept the density you came for. At home, keep roots light and ends loved. Foam at the crown, oil on the last inch, never at the scalp. Blow dry with a paddle brush, hair directed down to seal the edge, then give the crown a short lift for balance. Need more swing. Add 2 soft bends at mid-length. Leave the ends straight so the line stays crisp. Curious which length is your sweet spot? Take 3 selfies. Chin, between chin and shoulder, and shoulder. Which one makes your jaw look defined and your eyes brighter? Keep that, and enjoy hair that reads strong, calm, and youthful without trying. Style 2. Mid-length with face framing, when you want softness without drag. Do you want lift without losing length? This cut lands between collarbone and shoulder, for a calm outline that feels light, not flimsy. The secret is the frame. Start the shortest pieces near the cheekbone, then taper to the jaw so strands skim the face like silk. Why does that read younger? Because the eye follows gentle diagonals up toward the eyes, not down to the hem. Think of it as contour for hair. It narrows where you want calm and opens where you want light. Who is it for? Fine hair that looks stringy at long lengths gains visual density because the baseline stays strong. Medium hair gets movement without a triangle. Wavy hair looks styled with almost no effort. Curly hair can keep longer front curves for bounce. Round face, begin framing a touch higher and keep the sides close. Long face, drop the start point to the mid-cheek and add a soft side sweep. Square jaw. Ask for airy face pieces that break the horizontal line. Heart shape. Keep the crown light and place a hint of fullness near the jaw. What to ask in the salon? Mid-length, collarbone to shoulder, dense baseline, light internal layers only. Face framing with vertical point cuts, no heavy thinning near the hem. Side swept fringe optional, starting near the brow peak and blending into the frame. If you color, ask for subtle brightness around the face, 2 shades within your natural, to amplify the lift. If you are silver, ask for micro layers, so air moves through the cut and the sheen shows. At home in 5 steps, towel press, do not rub, foam at the roots from brow peak to brow peak, oil on the last inch only, blow dry with a brush pointing down to seal the cuticle. Add 2 soft bends through the mid-lengths, leave the ends straight, prefer heat-free. Set 2 Velcro rollers away from the face while you do skincare, cool shot, release. Do you see how the jaw looks cleaner and the eyes brighter? That is the frame doing the work. Micro tests you can try today. Pinch the crown. Does it spring back? Good, you built support. Hold one front piece to the light. Do the last half-inch look frayed? Time for a dusting. Put on your glasses. Do arms catch in the hair? Ask for a tiny temple gap next visit. Common mistakes to avoid: over-thinning the bottom, which steals shine, a center part every day, which flattens height, heavy creams at the roots, which turn lift into helmet. Quick repair if you slip. Flip your part 1 finger to the side, brush through dry shampoo at the crown, add a cool shot, done. Variations you may love: polish day, smooth the mid-lengths and tuck one side behind the ear to show cheekbones. Casual day, leave natural wave, add 1 bend at the cheek, mist texture on mid-lengths only. Event day, clip the front back for 10 minutes to set a soft sweep, then release for a photo-friendly curve. Need more edge? Angle the front a half-inch longer than the back for a whisper of a lob. Maintenance plan: dust the ends every 8 to 10 weeks. Clarify weekly to remove residue and restore lift. Sleep on silk to cut friction. Hands off the crown during the day. Touch the ends instead. Ask yourself, does my hair feel lighter? Do my features look lifted? Do I feel more like myself? If yes, Style 2 just earned a place in your life. Style 3, a thoughtful fringe, only if it blends. Do you want fresher eyes without losing length? A fringe can do that, but only if it melts into your haircut. The goal is a veil, not a visor. Ask yourself, will these bangs point at my eyes or lift them? If the answer is lift, you are on the right path. Think of the fringe as soft focus for the upper face. It narrows a high forehead, diffuses fine lines, and guides attention to your eyes and cheekbones. Hard lines shout, soft edges whisper youth. Who is this for? Fine hair that looks sparse at the hairline can gain visual density with airy, piecey strands. Medium hair takes a curtain fringe well when the center is light and the edges stretch to the cheekbone. Wavy hair loves a side sweep that follows your natural bend. Curly hair needs a longer, looser fringe that lives near the brow, so curls relax and do not spring too high. Round face. Keep the center light and stretch the ends past the cheek to slim. Long face. Try a fuller side sweep that breaks vertical length. Square jaw. Use tapered ends that curve off the temples to soften corners. Heart shape. Keep the crown light and let the fringe widen slightly near the outer eye. What to ask in the salon? A fringe that starts near the brow peak, not deep into the crown. Vertical point cutting for softness. No blunt lines. Blend into face framing pieces that land at the cheekbone or jaw. If you wear glasses, ask your stylist to cut with your frames on. so the ends clear the corners. If your hair parts in the center, request a micro shift to one side to protect crown height. At home, styling in 2 minutes. Towel press, do not rub. Mist a root lifter at the base of the fringe only. Blow dry up first for 10 seconds, then sweep in your chosen direction. Let it cool in place. Need staying power. Clip the curve for 1 minute while you do skincare, then release. Prefer no heat. Comb the fringe into place while damp, then tap a cool shot. A tiny touch of lightweight paste on fingertips can define 2 or 3 pieces. Stop before it shines. Mirror tests that save you. Look down, then lift your chin. Do the ends disappear into the frame? Good. Do they land as a hard shelf? Too square. Smile in bright light. Do short blunt bits spotlight texture you do not love? Time to soften. Put on glasses. Do your bangs catch? Note that for the next dusting. Common mistakes to avoid. Cutting too deep into the crown, which steals volume, making the line too short or too square, which arrows attention to puffiness. Overusing heavy oil, which separates pieces and adds shine where you want blur. Quick fixes if you slip. Shift your part 1 finger to the side. Add dry shampoo at the base. Brush through and give a cool shot. Maintenance plan. Dust every 6 to 8 weeks. Keep products light at the base, richer only on the last ½ inch. Rotate your sweep side to keep root lift alive. On windy days, tuck one edge behind the frame of your glasses for control. The rule is simple. If it blends, it lifts. If it fights the rest of your cut, it ages. Choose the veil, not the visor. Style 4. Bixie, for easy styling and mobility. Want hair that listens on busy mornings? The bixie is a smart mix of pixie and bob, short enough to be quick, long enough to stay feminine. Why do so many women over 50 love it? Because it lifts the face, clears the neck, and keeps styling time under 5 minutes. Ask yourself, do I want hair that moves when I smile, but does not fight me when I reach for the blow dryer? If yes, the bixie belongs on your short list. What makes a bixie different? A cropped back that sits off the collar, soft length in front that can sweep or tuck, and light internal layers for airy volume. Think buoyant, not spiky. On fine hair, those layers create instant body without heavy products. On thick hair, they remove bulk so shape appears, not triangle. On wavy hair, the cut lets your bend do the work. On curly hair, leave the front longer so curls relax and frame, not spring too high. Face shape playbook. Round face, keep the crown a touch higher and let front pieces drop to the cheekbone to slim. Long face, keep the top smoother and leave fringe longer to shorten visually. Square jaw, build airy texture near the temples and a soft side sweep to round the corners. Heart shape, keep the crown light and let fullness live near the jaw for balance. Do you see the pattern? Volume high when you want lift, volume low when you want balance. Salon script you can read aloud. I want a bixie with a tapered nape, soft layers through the crown, and longer face framing pieces that reach my cheekbone. Please avoid heavy thinning at the hem. I want a clean outline. Cut with my natural part, then shift one finger for extra lift. If you wear glasses, add, cut the fringe while I have my frames on so the corners do not catch. 2-minute home routine. Towel press, do not rub. Comb everything forward, mist a light root lifter at crown and part. Blow dry the crown up and back for 30 seconds. Then switch to a small round brush on the front, roll away from the face and let it cool. Pin for 1 minute while you do skincare, release, done. Prefer air dry. Apply a pea of lightweight cream to mid-lengths, pinch 2 pieces at the front, and let the rest be. Want extra edge for dinner? Rub a rice grain of wax between your fingers and tap the tips only. Stop before it shines. Maintenance that respects life. Trim every 6 to 8 weeks to keep the nape clean and the front graceful. Clarify once a week if you use dry shampoo. Oil lives on ends only, never at the roots. Travel hack. Pack one tiny brush, one travel dryer, one all-in-one foam. That is it. Your suitcase will cheer. Common pitfalls and fast repairs. Cut too short on top. Solution. Shift your part, add dry shampoo for grip, and let it settle for a week. Back feels bulky. Ask for more taper at the nape, not more thinning on the sides. Front feels heavy. Point cut the last ½ inch to soften. Cowlick at the crown. Blow dry the swirl in the opposite direction for 10 seconds. Cool shot, release. Little fight, big win. Who should try it today? Anyone craving less time, more lightness, and a little play. If shoulder pain makes long blowouts hard, the bixie is kindness to your hands. If heat waves make your neck warm, the bixie breathes. If you want to look polished at the gym and elegant at dinner, the bixie switches mood with one quick sweep. Final check in the mirror. Tilt your chin down, then up. Do the front pieces skim the cheekbone, not the nostril? Great. Turn to the side. Does the nape contour gently? No shelf. Perfect. Smile. Does the crown lift without spraying a helmet? If yes, you found your easy hair. The bixie is not loud. It is light, quick, and confident. Just like the life you are living now. Style 5. Wear your texture. Do not fight it. The hair that reads youngest is the hair that matches its natural pattern. In my experience, the moment we stop forcing hair to behave, everything looks calmer and fresher. Ask yourself, do you want to spend 30 minutes faking a curl or 10 minutes guiding what you already have? Cleansing and prep. Shampoo the scalp only. Condition from the ears down. Press water out with a towel, never rub. Detangle with a wide tooth comb while the conditioner is in. Rinse cool to seal. Wavy. Scrunch a light foam through mid-lengths. Twist a few ribbons away from the face. Leave the last inch straight for a modern edge. Curly. Glaze curl cream on soaking damp hair. Then a pea of gel for hold. Scrunch with a t-shirt for 10 seconds. Coily. Layer a leave-in for slip, a curl butter for moisture, and a touch of gel for definition. Clip the roots so they lift while drying. Straight. Add texture only through the middle. 2 loose bends with a 1¼ inch iron. Then stop. We enhance, we do not pretend. Drying. Air dry when possible. If you diffuse, use low heat and low speed. Chin up, cup and hold for 10 seconds, then move. Hear crackling. Lower heat. When dry, break the cast with 2 drops of oil on the ends only. Shake the roots with fingertips. Skip the brush. Placement. 1 bend at the cheekbone lifts the eye. 2 bends widen the face. Which do you need today? Choose on purpose. Cut guide. Ask for a clean hem and internal layers that respect your pattern. Cut with curls visible. No razor on fine curls. If you wear glasses, trim the fringe while the frames are on. Weather plan. Humid day, seal with a pea of gel. Dry day, add a drop of oil to the ends. Travel week, use a chelating shampoo once to reset. Hair feels mushy, do a light protein mask. Hair feels stiff, add hydration and skip protein. Fast fixes. Crown flat, flip the part 1 finger, dust dry shampoo, shake. Frizzy ends, press a rice grain of cream on the last inch. Halo flyaways, toothbrush with hairspray, and smooth. Style menu. Beachy for a walk. Soft clumps for dinner. Sleek with 1 bend for quiet power. I have seen clients look 5 years fresher with these small shifts alone. Which tiny tweak will you try first today? You just saw 5 paths that work today, not someday. 1 gives you a dense edge. One gives you softness without drag. One freshens the eyes. One frees your mornings. And one lets your own texture do the talking. Which moment surprised you most? The cheekbone bend, the crown triangle, or the day one dry shampoo? Here is the high point. Youth is not louder hair, it is lighter roots, stronger ends, and movement that follows your face. Before you go, tell me in the comments which mistake you will retire this week, and which fix you will try first. Your note might be the nudge another woman needs. If this helped, tap like so more women over 50 find calm, practical beauty. Subscribe for weekly guides that respect real life, short routines, clear salon scripts, and edges that stay healthy. Want more? Visit the channel library for deep dives on side-swept fringe, silver and salt care on deep tones, and the gentle lob with micro layers. Re-watch the roadmap for your next salon visit. Pause and take the script with you. Next up, I will post a live transformation using two choices, a long and light shape and a soft lob with movement. Curious which one you will prefer on your own face? Save this video, share it with a friend who wants peaceful aging that starts in the mirror, and I will see you in the next one.